Hey everyone, welcome back to the TFacts channel. Today we've got some exciting updates from the world of reality TV, specifically from the hit series Deal or No Deal Island. We've got 3 unique news stories lined up for you that delve into the latest twists and turns of the competition. So, let's get right into it. First up, we're diving into an exclusive interview with Shell Wooten, where she spills the tea on her surprising exit from Deal or No Deal Island. What went down when Parvati Shallow had to make a tough decision? And how did Shell's background as a social worker influence her gameplay? Stay tuned as we break down her journey and what she learned along the way. Next, we have Shell reflecting on her elimination and some of her favorite moments in the temple. What was her reaction to the unexpected twists of the game, and who was she closest to during her time on the island? This segment reveals insights into the dynamics of the cast and the challenges they face together. You won't want to miss her heartfelt insights. Finally, we'll explore the fascinating perspective Shell shared about Parvati Shallow's seemingly unshakable position of safety in the game. How did the dynamics shift among the players, and what strategies did they implement to challenge Parvati's reign? We'll unravel the compelling alliance dynamics and Shell's thoughts on the game's strategy. Trust us, it's nothing short of dramatic. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with the latest from TFacts. Now, let's jump into the first story. Let's dive into our first story about Shell Wooten's unforgettable journey on Deal or No Deal Island. Shell recently opened up in an exclusive interview about her surprising elimination from the competition, revealing the intense emotional roller coaster she experienced. In the pivotal moment of the show, during the temple episode, Shell faced the challenge of being chosen by Parvati Shallow, someone she thought she could trust. Parvati had promised Shell safety, but when it came down to it, she ultimately had to put her island son, Dixon Wung, in a tough spot as well. Shell recounts, "I wasn't surprised by Parvati's decision. It's her game to keep people guessing. I felt a mix of disappointment and understanding." With the stakes high and the pressure mounting, Shell explained how her background as a social worker played a crucial role in her strategy. She said, "Studying human behavior helped me navigate the complexities of the game. In a competition like this, seeing what people aren't saying becomes as important as those deals on the table." Despite her unexpected exit, Shell remained positive about her time on the island. She added, "Leaving with a significant amount of money for the pot was more than I could have hoped for. I was proud of how I played the game, even if it didn't end the way I wanted." What made her journey even more impressive was the fun she had with her fellow contestants and the bonds she formed. Shell mentioned her close friendships with CK and David, emphasizing how they supported one another through the competition's challenges. So, what's next for Shell post-elimination? She teased that she's still in touch with several contestants and plans to keep cheering them on from the sidelines. "I'm proud of them all, and I can't wait to see who takes home the crown." Shell Wooten's journey on Deal or No Deal Island certainly left a mark, showcasing not only her competitive spirit, but also her heart for connection in a cutthroat reality show setting. Stay tuned as we move on to our next story. Now, let's turn our attention to the second-order news story, where Shell Wooten reflects on her elimination and shares some of her favorite moments in the temple. In her conversation with TFacts, she opened up about the emotional experience of facing the banker, stating, "When I reached the top of the mountain after the last challenge, I felt a surge of happiness. Finally, I had completed a full challenge. But then came the twist, and my excitement shifted to anxiety." Shell detailed her feelings when she learned she would be playing against the banker. "I was kind of nervous, but the support from my fellow contestants was incredible. Joe, our host, did a fantastic job of hyping everyone up, which helped ease the tension a bit." She added, "You just never know how the game will unfold, and I had a gut feeling that things were going to change drastically for me during that moment." When it came to sharing her views on the dynamics within the island, Shell expressed her pleasure at the camaraderie she developed with her co-contestants. "I was closest to CK and David. Living in the same tent as Maria Grace allowed us to have some really great conversations." She noted how these relationships made the experience more enjoyable, even amidst the competitive nature of the game. In a truly candid moment, Shell reflected on the unexpected twists she faced in the temple. It was stressful knowing that at any moment someone could be sent home. I had to stay focused, but it was hard not to think about what was at stake for everyone. Despite the pressure, she appreciated the challenges the temple brought, emphasizing that they truly tested not only physical strength but mental resilience. As she wrapped up her thoughts on her elimination, Shell proclaimed, "I wouldn't trade my experience for anything. It was a wild ride, and even though I'm out of the game, I'm rooting for the players who were there with me." Shell's insights into her elimination and the relationships she formed throughout her time on Deal or No Deal Island remind us that, while the game is about strategy, the connections made along the way can be just as significant. Up next, we'll explore Shell's perspective on Parvati Shallow's unusual position of safety in the game. Finally, let's delve into the third-order news story, where Shell Wooten shares her intriguing perspective on Parvati Shallow's remarkable position of safety throughout the game. In her interview, Shell expressed some surprising observations regarding the dynamics at play. "It was eye-opening to see how easily Parvati maneuvered through the game. I realized that a lot of us were letting her slide while we focused on each other," she noted. Shell highlighted how Parvati's presence altered the game's strategy for many contestants. It was as if she had this invisible shield protecting her from elimination. "I didn't think about it until I watched the show unfold." It was evident how powerful her influence was on the players and their decisions. With Parvati's consistent ability to avoid being targeted, Shell felt there was an unspoken understanding that made it challenging to oppose her. Moreover, Shell addressed the efforts made by other contestants to challenge Parvati's safety. "We did have moments where we attempted to strategize against her, especially during some of the challenges. People were trying to put her in positions that could lead to her downfall, but it seemed like the more we tried, the more she thrived. It was fascinating to watch." Reflecting on the dynamics of the family alliance, which included Parvati, David Jennett, and Dixon Wung, Shell expressed her concerns. "It was almost comical how they painted a target on their backs as a united front. I was concerned for David, as I advised him to distance himself, but he seemed committed to that alliance." Shell concluded her thoughts on this topic by emphasizing the critical interplay between strategy and perception within the game. "It's a game of psychology, and sometimes the strongest players are those we least expect." Parvati played her cards well, and her ability to manipulate the dynamics was impressive. It really showcases the level of strategy involved in Deal or No Deal Island. With Shell's candid insights into Parvati's ongoing safety, we can see how strategy, trust, and social connections all play a vital role in navigating the complex landscape of reality television. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Shell's journey and the dynamics at play on Deal or No Deal Island? Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates from TFacts.